Greetings and welcome to Fuel for the Soul, our midweek connection, and it's so good to be with you at this time. So a crazy thing started to happen. As soon as the calendar flipped over to November, in our neighborhood, Christmas lights started going up. Christmas trees started going up. Well, I guess November is the new December. And this Sunday we begin our Advent journey. And we'll be focusing on the theme of hope. And that's something that seems to be very lacking in these days. As we begin the Christmas season, the question of what to buy for you and your family might be on your mind. So today, I'm going to suggest some gifts that you can give. Don't worry, you won't have to leave your comfy chairs, you won't have to go to the mall, and you won't have to sign in to Amazon. These are all gifts we already have, and we're called to share them with others. I guess we're kind of re-gifting, but in a good way. So here's my list, 12 gifts for the 12 days of Christmas. Humor is our first gift. Solomon tells us that there is a time to weep and a time to laugh. There is a time to mourn and a time to dance. Now, research suggests that humor and laughter can decrease stress, induce relaxation, and stimulate circulation. Now, I enjoy a good laugh, and if you follow me on Facebook, you know this all too well. In fact, I'm surprised that you people are still tolerating me. Irma Bombeck once said, "When humor goes, there goes civilization." I believe we could all use an extra dose of humor. Let's do our part and spread this gift. The second gift is patience. It's said that patience is a virtue, and there are many times that this virtue is a virtue that I'm lacking. Perhaps you're struggling with an unruly child or someone else in your family who just knows how to push your buttons. I find that when I'm impatient, I'm being self-focused. My opinions, my agenda, my rights. When I exercise patience, I can take the time to see life through the eyes of another and maybe learn something important. Third gift is charity. Charity is the act of extending love and kindness to others unconditionally. Charity is meant to provide assistance to people at times of need, whether around the corner or around the world. We can give food and shelter, medical aid, clothing, and other basic needs. The greatest gift to our community would be when we are helping to make lives better. When we touch lives by offering charity, we are spreading hope to the neediest and enriching our souls in the process. The fourth gift, gratitude. Having cancer got me to realize that every moment of this amazing, beautiful journey, even the hard stuff, is a gift, and that we're not guaranteed any of it. I strive to end each day with a heart filled with gratitude. Expressing gratitude can help build up another person. Gratitude assigns worth to what another has done. We are so quick to grumble about everything from the cost of gas to the size of our tax bill. Maybe we just need to be a little more thankful because we have so much to be thankful for. I have to believe that we can all find someone or something to be grateful for. Gratitude can be contagious. Pass it on. Fifth gift, grace. Perhaps at the root of grace is the attitude of kindness. Kindness doesn't mean just being nice to someone. It means being positive, affirming, and generous, especially when you feel like the last thing you want to be is positive, affirming, and generous. But these are the words that offer a merited love, the kind of favor God showers on each of us. As a follower of Jesus, we have the responsibility to do more than receive and celebrate the grace of God. We have the responsibility to extend it to others as well. Our peace is the sixth gift. The psalmist writes, "He promises peace to his people, his faithful servants." A favorite song of mine begins, "Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me." Giving the gift of peace, first of all, means that I must be at peace within my own soul. Creating inner peace means that I don't let the outside world define the state of my inside world. Peace is a choice. We can either choose to be peacemakers or peace breakers. Paul writes, "Let us therefore make every effort to do what leads to peace and mutual edification." Gift number 7 is hope. As followers of Jesus, we are not only to have hope, but to share that hope with others. Maybe the question for us is, do others see any hope in us? If our lifestyle backs up what we profess, people will ask questions. And if someone says, "I've lost all hope," we can take the time to explain the reason that we have this hope. We are assaulted on so many sides with discouraging news, but our hope is in the one who does not change. Share that hope. Make the most of every opportunity to share where your hope comes from. Gift number 8, compassion. Tony Campolo relates a story that happened to him when he was going to work one morning. He's walking into his office and he's met by a homeless man who was filthy dirty and smelled really bad. He was carrying a cup of coffee and he reached out and said to Tony, "Hey, mister, you want some of my coffee?" Well, that's not something that Tony wanted to do. But something prompted him inside and he said, "Sure, mister, I'll drink your coffee." And he took a sip of the coffee. And then he asked the question, "Why did you want to share your coffee with me this morning?" And the homeless man looked at him and said, "Because when God gives me something good, I want to share it with others." And then Campolo asked, "Well, what can I give you?" Expecting the man to ask for money. And the man looked at him and said, "Could you give me a hug?" Campolo wished that he had asked for money, but he gave him a hug. And he said after that he got the feeling that he was hugging Jesus. We are given so many opportunities to give the gift of compassion. There will be many chances to demonstrate God's compassion in the days ahead. Forgiveness is the 9th gift. The Apostle Paul gives us a challenge in the area of forgiveness. He said when he wrote, "Bear with each other and forgive whatever grievances you may have against one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you." Forgiveness is a huge gift to both give and receive. We are called to extend forgiveness to those who offend us. This might be difficult. This might be a difficult gift to give at times. We are conditioned to look for revenge. We want our pound of flesh. But something to ask yourself if you wrestle with not forgiving. Am I comfortable living in disobedience to God while rationalizing my unforgiveness? Someone once said to John Wesley, "I never forget, I never forgive." And Wesley replied, "Sir, I hope you never sin." Often we cannot give this gift on our own strength, but God will help us. God will give us strength and courage and the words to say. Gift number 10 is encouragement. The word encouragement literally means to instill courage into another person. After Paul experienced Christ on the road to Damascus, he began his journey of teaching and preaching Christ. He was hated by his former friends and feared by those he once persecuted. Paul needed a friend, and that friend was Barnabas, whose name means the son of encouragement. Later on, Paul came alongside Timothy and many others to encourage them in their ministries. Encouragement says, someone cares about me, recognizes me, appreciates me, and loves me. To one degree or another, we can all be a Barnabas to someone in need of a friend or an ally. Gift number 11, acceptance. God did not accept us when we had reached a certain level of respectability, or when we had learned the rules or the right things to say and do. God accepts each of us as we are. And by offering the gift of acceptance, we are simply extending God's gift to those who may need it the most. When we fully accept someone and embrace all their positive attributes, their uniqueness, and their gifts, we can embrace them with gratitude and appreciation. We can't always help someone who doesn't want to be helped, but we can shower them with love and acceptance until they want to help themselves. And finally, gift number 12, love. Love received is love to be shared. It is that simple, and it is that profound. In 1 Corinthians, Paul writes, "Now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love." This gift flows from the gift of acceptance. When we truly accept someone with all their flaws and quirks, that is when we are able to love them unconditionally. We are simply looking to imitate God's love for us. Simply put, love warms the heart and the soul of the recipient. And John reminds us, "See what great love the Father has lavished on us. We can do likewise." So there you have it. There's my list of Christmas gifts that you can give away. And may this Christmas season bring you closer to the one who loves you most. Thanks for joining us for these moments. Take care. Have a great week.